Our next speaker this evening is someone we all know and love. Shirley's final speech on her path, Motivational Strategies in Pathways, is about reflecting on how far we all can go through communication, learning new skills, and connecting to people. It brings her joy for you to hear about her journey and the ride she has taken with us. Shirley Rowell, I don't have a title for your speech. Unmute yourself, please.
Reflecting on your path.
Reflecting on your path, Shirley Rowell. Thank you.
Learning by reflecting. Okay. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, have you ever reflected on yourself about all the things that you had to learn to be where you are right now? Well, there are different ways to reflect, and I'm going to lead you on a little journey on there are different ways, and one way is that you can reflect back in your memory to your past, and what does that tell you about yourself? You can reflect forward into your imagination, and that tells you about your dreams and your possibilities. You can also reflect outward into the world and see where do you fit in. You can also reflect within the experience of who you are. We can learn a lot just by reflecting. As I'm thinking back to what Wesley said in meditation. Tonight is my last speech in Toastmasters Pathways, Motivational Strategies. So let me take you on a brief journey of what I learned in Toastmasters, the opportunities and the skills that I learned, and from you, everyone that I learned from you. So as I'm talking about this journey, see if you can relate to yours, and not only here in Toastmasters, but in the life that you are living right now. So the Pathways program started in May 2018. Not all of us were new to some of the skills, but it was because we've been Toastmasters. But every time that we do something, we learn something new about ourselves and others. For those that are new, you can see Pathways is actually a computerized way of learning Toastmasters. So I'm in the autumnal part of my life, but I just love going forward and everything I do to learn something about myself. And what I'm talking about is skills and connections and having fun. So let us go on the journey that I took. The first thing was level 1, and that was an icebreaker. It was not my first icebreaker, but in every time we do a path, we do an icebreaker, so we can change it around. And in that, I had a skill of learning how to write and organize a speech, how to present in front of people. Then we had evaluations, and in evaluations, we learned how to give feedback, make new changes, understand how other people see us, and not to take things personal. This is a really big tool in Toastmasters. And then we learned how to give it to someone else. We learned research and presenting, where you choose a subject you'd like to learn a little bit more about and research it and present it in a speech. I did District 48 tools and pathways at the beginning. And then we go on to level 2, where we are understanding our communication styles. This is a part where we're learning a little more about ourselves and other people. We learn how we relate to others and our style and how it affects other people. Listening skills, we got to be a table topic master. And I'm talking we, I mean I. So table topic master role, not only doing the role, but it's really, really listening to someone, paying attention and being able to repeat that back. These listening skills are great in your family, with everyone you meet. Are you really paying attention? Then we went into mentoring, and mentoring, what is that? It's helping one another. They help you, you help them, encouraging them, coaching them. Mentorship is an important part of Toastmasters. In level 3, we talked about emotional intelligence. And this is learning about your feelings and how others' feelings and how to respond to them appropriately and not to take things so personal. Here I went into learning more about PowerPoint. Don Prue taught me about this, and as you can see, I'm using this skill not totally as my speech and cue cards, but just to give you a little something to look at besides me, and also to focus on where we're procrastinating and learning about technology and how it can really help us. Inspiring my audience, oh my goodness, I learned to be a chair at a contest. I really want you to go to them because we learn so many skills to be able to recruit, organize, delegate, and recognize others. Contests are very important in teaching us some new skills. Level 4 is motivating others. So how do we motivate others in developing their skills? We have a vision, plan, communication, and we have to be flexible when things don't really go the way they should. Acknowledgement and feedback. Managing a project, oh boy, here we came to a big change because we had an area contest planned for Saturday, and on March 2020, what happened? Everything closed down. We had to make sure that we could go ahead. We learned this Zoom program, and we gave a Zoom contest. And that's where we are so proud to have Zoom, where we can still connect and never, never give up. Level 5 was where I decided to have fun. I said, where could we have a Zoom program and learn to be able to have fun with each other? So I created a program where we could recognize our area directors for Division C, and in that it wasn't about me, it was about everyone that we planned, enrolled them, delegated, and we had a lot of fun doing this. So Zoom can do a lot for you. Lessons learned had 5 different things. It's a project, it is not just a speech. I had to choose a project, which I was the Zoom host for a contest for 1810. I had to recruit a team. And I led a meeting afterwards on the lessons that we learned about what happened. Then the team evaluated me as a leader, and I gave a speech on the results. Whew, boy, a lot of learning. So what did I learn in all this? I learned a lot. Everywhere I went, I learned something every day. I learned to communicate and connect with others, and we have a diversity of people coming to Toastmasters and how we relate to them. And sharing myself and mentoring others, I learned leadership skills by taking officer roles. Whoa, all kinds of things that you can learn by being an officer. And technology skills. I learned Zoom. Zoom can do so much for you in your presentations. I learned PowerPoint, and I learned to belong to a community that is in self-development that makes a difference. These are many skills. I want to promote skills. I want to promote connections with people, and I want to enjoy that you have fun doing this. There is so much that Toastmasters offers us. Here we are at the end of my journey, or is it the beginning of my journey for another path? More learning. As we practice, we get better. Did you see any similarities in your journey and mine? We are so unique and yet so similar. So where are we going from here? I can tell you, I don't know. And that's the truth. But I can say this, that learning the skills that Toastmasters teaches will make a difference in your world, in your home, with your children, at your work, and with everyone that you touch. If you can inspire and encourage just one person to be better than they thought they could be, the world will be a better place. I don't know, but each time that I give my message, it might touch one thing in you that can connect us to something much higher. Most of us come to be better in something, and speech is one way and actions are another. How much better the world will be with proper, loving, and wise communications. You can make a difference. Lastly, we're here to enjoy life and play and explore and learn. Isn't that what a journey is all about? So take time to learn by reflecting, because life is only a reflection of what we allow ourselves to see. Mr. Toastmaster.